But when it comes to the foundation of our relationship with our God, if you're not building your foundation of your relationship with God one-on-one through his word, you are probably resonating with that feeling of doing all the things right, doing all of the things that you're supposed to do as a believer, yet still feeling spiritually disconnected. If I'm being completely and utterly honest, at the beginning of last year, I actually was closer to my birthday when I moved and all of that stuff with just the adjustments of being a fiance. And I now had to start my church group all over again and completely start from scratch. I felt like God wasn't there anymore, which is absolutely ridiculous, but I felt like God wasn't there anymore. It was because my relationship with him was built on those secondary and tertiary sources. I never actually took the time, even years into my journey as a born-again Christian, I never took the time to get to know him one-on-one. So when those resources that were shakily holding my relationship with God together were no longer there, when I could no longer depend on the same church community because I had now moved, when I could no longer anchor myself in the same worship group and all of these things because I had now moved, I felt like God wasn't there anymore. And that's the danger of being a believer who completely has your relationship with God built on secondary and tertiary sources. But as a believer, the foundation of your relationship with God has to be in his word. Like, you insignificant human, who do you think you are? The Lord convicted the F out of me about how I had been so selfish in my relationship with him. Lord, if you take this lung tumor away, Lord, if you make sure that I don't have cancer and this lung tumor is not cancerous, I will come back to you. I said, I will come back to you so many times. God answered my prayers so many times, and I still went back to the New Age movement. I tried to dress God up in New Age rhetoric, trying to make him more acceptable to my worldly view, as if our God even wants to be loved by the world, BFFR. But that was what I was doing for so long, and it got to the point last year where I was without my church, where I was having to start everything anew, and I realized, oh my goodness, without my church, without my Bible study group, I do not have a relationship with God.